Alrighty, so if you want to kick this off, hello everyone, I am freeland1787, I speedrun Castlevania 1, 2, and 3. We're going to be doing the any percent speedrun of Castlevania 2, which is a broken mess of a speedrun. And has been equated to as a train wreck. So, my co-commentators for this run are going to be LZ Cards Fan 23 and Satresh, so if you want to introduce yourself to everyone watching, go right on ahead.
I'm Seth.
Go ahead.
Oh, yeah. I'm Seth. I also speedrun Castlevania 2, mostly, and 1 very horribly, but mostly 2 semi-decently. And then we have Laws as well.
I'm LOZ Cards Fan 23. I'm also a runner of Castlevania 2 and also the randomizer. And yes, a huge fan of this game, and I can't wait to see what Freeland can show off.
Alright, so we'll get this thing started right now. So we're going to start off with a couple farming guides, and let's begin the timer now. We're going to try and farm 13 hearts. But with Marathon Luck, we're probably going to get a lot less.
Those floor drops are actually set by setting your subpixel value at a certain value. So him jumping up and then jumping off and jumping back up again allows him to set the subpixel value to initiate a floor drop. Those are used throughout the run all over the place to save a lot of time.
And what Freeland's doing right here, he's trying to manipulate the spawn of these lizardmen, as we like to call them, because you got to do a jump, and it takes away 2 of your hit points if you get hit by their fireball. So he's doing it at just the right time while not spawning that wolf that comes from the left side, and he's trying to get those 13 hearts.
And if he does get the wolf on the left side, it's not too hard to fix it.
Though unfortunately I wasn't able to farm the 13 hearts, so we're going to lose a minute on the speedrun, but that happens all the time. In a no reset situation. I'd otherwise reset and try and start the farming again, but I'd rather not compound the problem. But we'll buy a white crystal and then we'll farm again at night. And that's going to present a problem not only for being behind in time, but also experience that I can gain. Just wait for nighttime. I think I only had about 6 hearts on that.
That's what they say, marathon luck. So what Freeland's going to do here in the town of Jova is he's going to grind on these zombies. They take 2 hits apiece, 4 hearts for every drop, and 3 experience points. When Freeland reaches 100 experience points, he will level up. When that happens, his defense will increase, and every 2 level ups, his health meter will also increase.
So for example, these zombies would take 8 damage a hit. But once I hit level 1, they'll only do 6 HP damage, and each visible bar of health is worth 4. We need at least 16 drops past the level up point to be able to afford the chain whip upgrade, which will be the one and only whip upgrade we pick up in this run.
Yeah, and usually we end the run at level 2 with this route.
Usually because most runs don't pick up enough experience to get to level 3.
Right, because one thing you're going to notice once Freeland levels up is when he picks up hearts during the rest of this grind, he won't get any more experience points from the heart pickups. That's because certain zones in the game you can only get experience points. So if he wants to get more experience points, he has to go to different zones. So you have the town of Veros, which would be a different zone of the game. That's where he's going to buy his chain whip. Had he done zombie grinds in that town, you would continue to get experience points after the first level up.
So yeah, we're going to be about behind 60 to 70 experience points, which could create a potential problem, since I won't be able to reach level 2 until after I start Bronze Mansion or the 3rd mansion in the run, as opposed to either before or during. So we got at least 2. I need 16 hearts past level up, assuming all heart pickups are small hearts, half hearts, which are worth 4. In order to be able to afford the chain whip, which is worth 150, and we also have to pick up the holy water since I was not able to farm the 50 hearts at the beginning. Hoping I don't have a shortage going into the chain whip, but I can pick up probably about 10 or 20 hearts along the way if I need to. Hearts in this run have been lacking, to say the least.
Yeah.
Like we always say, that's marathon luck for you.
Especially with this game.
And I have about
It's pretty much happened every single marathon this has ever been shown in.
I have about a 10-second window.
There've been some good ones, but yeah, most of the time, yeah, the ugly RNG likes to rear its head.
Still got a little bit of time left to farm. Probably got about 20 more seconds. I mean, not 20, 10 more seconds. Go one more. And we'll take the stairs down. So one of the mechanics of this game is the day-night system. Unfortunately, shops are not open until nightfall. I mean, daytime. We're going to be waiting until daytime to enter this building and pick up the holy water, which we'll be using quite a bit in the run.
And that is one thing that the randomizer does correct. In the randomizer, you actually can go into shops during the nighttime, but no such luck in the regular game.
And we're going to pick up holy water, and I'll take a look at my heart count as I mentioned.
There's amazing quality of life improvements in this.
So I was able to get 150, so full speed ahead. Once I get this floor drop. There we go. I got about 10 seconds of buffer time to get to the blue crystal before nighttime. Otherwise it won't be. Otherwise it's a 3-minute penalty. Because you have to wait for the next nighttime to get the blue crystal trader to spawn in. That's where... But first we're going to pick up a chain whip along the way. The starting whip that I have right now does 1 HP of damage. The chain whip will do 4.
There's also 3 other whips that you are not going to see in this game. The Thorn Whip, which you will absolutely never see in a speedrun. You might see it in the randomizer, does 2 HP of damage. The Morning Star does 8 HP of damage. And the best whip of the game, the Flame Whip, does 15 HP of damage.
Well, that's why it's 15. I don't know what they did.
Well, it's no different than the Ganon fight in Legend of Zelda. It's 15 hits with the wood sword, 8 with the white, and 4 with the magical sword. So I don't know what's so magical about the number 15, but oh well.
Maybe because NES couldn't count to 16. Alright, so we're gonna pick up the chain whip. We're gonna set up a double floor drop to get down there. There's no penalty for missing, other than time. Final run. Ooh, I almost floor dropped too fast. If I had gone through too quickly, I would have died.
That's always a fun thing to do during a run.
But yeah, the double floor drop saves about 4 seconds over not getting a floor drop.
Now, lives in this game are... Go ahead.
So now we're going to head for the blue crystal, town of Algebra. And every second is vital. So we're going to be taking damage boosted where I can. And maybe skipping certain enemies. But since I had a heart count of 150 leaving Jova, so... Hearts are going to be a little tight. The time is more important than hearts at this point. We're going to damage boost through the eyeballs, otherwise I would just kill them. You just got a beeline. I probably have about 8 or 9 seconds to work with, so I might be able to get off to the next screen before the night transition. Alright.
Yes.
We're at a dead point in the run. So if anyone wants to read a donation, go right on ahead.
Sure thing. Let me remind you that ESA Together is a week-long online marathon that will feature speedrunners and score attackers from all around the world. We invite everybody, be it ESA regulars or first-timers, showcasing their best for you. ESA Together is supporting ESA and our other affiliated events' increased cost this year connected with the coronavirus outbreak. So please get your donations in, and also thank you to our 3 newest subscribers, which are Strelic, Imagine 303, and Wombat Master. So thank you very much for all of your support.
Alright, so now we're getting the blue crystal, and we need to get the blue crystal because we're doing the mansions out of order. We're going to start with Rover Mansion first instead of Berkeley Mansion. And we need the blue crystal to access Rover Mansion. And I'll show you why in a couple screens. We were able to get the crystal tray before nighttime. And our floor drop is set up once again. This will save it. We have 2 floor drops that'll save 40 seconds over the glitchless any percent category. We're gonna hopefully get it first try, otherwise I have to do a backup setup. Second floor drop. So I'm killing these enemies while standing still not to affect my subpixel. And we get first try, and in the first window.
Alright.
Fantastic.
So now we're heading for a moving platform, horizontal moving platform, which, with a frame-perfect input, could actually yield a longer than normal jump. Didn't get on the first one. We'll see if I get number 2. Nope. And
So
this is
the way
why
those
we need
long
the blue
jumps work
crystal.
are it's a little different than the floor drops, but it's the same premise. Where you're doing another action 1 frame after you're doing the catalyst.
Alright, let's check my heart
Now,
count.
people in chat who have played this game before, raise your hand if you have fallen into the lake before.
Oh, I have all the time.
I did that once on purpose.
Oh, speaking of deaths, I think Freeland did also mention that they will be donating $2 for every death and $10 for a game over. So let's hope that there are some deaths in this.
There's gonna be at least 3.
Yeah, he almost took one in the town of Varus.
Oh no!
That chain
I just
whip.
screen wrapped.
Oh, marathon luck again.
That is literally a pixel perfect mistake.
Go figure. See, screen wrapping is great in Zelda, but not so much here in Castlevania 2.
So what happened is, what I'm doing on the moving block, I'm trying to manipulate Simon's X position pixel to be higher than 240. Unfortunately, when I did the backup setup, I pushed it all the way past 255, so it overflowed back to 0. And when you get that particular pixel, the game will actually spawn you at the 0 pixels. So you have to...
All the way back.
all the way back. You watched the
that portion of the
2018
game-
run. Saw the
Now,
same
that
thing
portion
happen to
of
Bird.
the Sorry, Freeland. That portion of the game that you just saw is actually from a mansion that you're going to see later in the game. The Rover Mansion, only there's no enemies in it as opposed to what you'll see later on.
Alright, I believe that was a 2-frame oak stake throw, so I can just resume as normal. Otherwise, we have different setups for what frame you hit the oak stake on. So I'm gonna floor drop here, and once again, moving block. This time we're gonna go left. And we're gonna manipulate Simon's X position to be 16, so it will transition us 1 screen to the left. This one's a little bit easier to pull off because you're not trying to jump off.
You can jump off. And it's kind of cool. It looks cool. You just kind of fly back and forth through the screen transitions, and
Something you do if you're not sure of your where your pixel when you jumped up on the block was good.
yeah, it definitely gives you a couple frames extra in that window to make that.
For 4, or what Chris Davis calls a good day at the plate. Good long jumps.
Yeah.
Alright, so now we're gonna head for Berkeley Mansion and pick up Dracula's rib. You didn't see the text, but I picked up Dracula's heart in Rover Mansion. You'll see why I need it later on. Gonna try and pick up as many hearts as I can on the way. As I mentioned, the experience is more important than the heart count at this point. I want to get to level 2 as soon as possible.
And Freeland's going to need 150 of those experience points to level up to level 2. And once he gets to Berkeley Mansion, it's another point of the game where he's going to stop, pick up experience points, and he won't pick them up again until he goes left of the starting town of Jova.
As I mentioned earlier in the run, it's not because the well, and also I'm missing hearts along the way. We're gonna set up a damage boost here. It's actually possible without the whip jump, because I accidentally did it on glitchless attempts, but we can sequence break the stairs by getting hit by the spider web. Pushes us 1 platform higher. Now we're in Berkeley Mansion. That moving platform you see, you don't see it unless you have the white crystal or further crystal upgrade equipped, but the hitbox still exists, which is why
Yeah,
you'll see
it's
us
still
jumping
there.
on in a rando run. despite no platform existing visually. Bonk here to manipulate some enemy spawns here. Jumping will actually cause the game to stop scrolling vertically.
And that trick actually comes in handy during Death's Mansion. You'll see why when Freeland gets to that point of the game where he's going to do some screen manipulations and jumping to skip a good chunk.
Assuming I don't fall down.
Long stairway.
So I'm going to have to pick up the oak stake from this guy. If I had had enough hearts, I would have been able to skip this section. I would have gone straight to the orb. But that's okay. We're going to set up another floor drop here. Another double floor drop. Just like the one I failed in Rover Mansion, the one I got in the Chain Whip building. But this one is a different floor drop. This one's going to be set up by manipulating the camera. Although I do have a setup subpixel setup. If I miss it like that. And there you go. That's a double floor drop.
Beautiful.
Woo.
Put the oak stake in the heart. So while we're on the topic of the heart. So we need the heart to access Brahms Mansion when we get to the boat guy, which is 2 screens to the left of the starting town. If you don't have the heart equipped, he'll take you to the town of Alba, which has the red crystal. Instead of where you want to go, which is Brahms Mansion to pick up Dracula's eyeball and kill Death. Jump through a fake floor right there.
Yeah, Castlevania II loves to throw in fake floors and fake walls, and there's one mansion where the runner is going to take quite an advantage over that.
Yeah.
I mean,
I'm
technically,
sure
this
many
is the
of
mansion.
you remember.
Well,
remember
yes,
playing
but
this game with,
there's another mansion that's much longer than what you see in the speedrun or even playing it casually.
Yeah, talk about the next one, Brahms Mansion. There's a lot of tricks going on in that one.
Yeah, that's anything but a short mansion. You'll see in a few moments why.
Alright, we're gonna go for a frame perfect whip jump here. Oh, I floor dropped into the swamp. When you're too good at the game.
There you go.
Tried to go for one frame perfect input, I got frame perfect input on the wrong frame. Would have been able to skip one skeleton if I got it.
Frame too late. And you missed the jump.
I had to whip jump out of that swamp. Which you can do on that screen. The whip jump is just whipping at the top of the jump. And it'll increase your vertical pixel by 1. As well as whipping at the back half of the jump will allow you to take another horizontal pixel. If you didn't notice earlier, I actually did a whip jump to take a 3-block high jump leaving Rover Mansion. We'll be doing it again on the way to Bodley. 5th and final mansion.
Yeah, by doing a whip jump, you gain a little bit extra height there that enables you to clear jumps that you normally wouldn't. Specifically, the most famous one would be the Carmilla Cemetery jump. You won't see that here in this run, but get this, in the Famicom version, you actually can't do a whip jump. It doesn't give you that extra height.
Yeah, it doesn't give you the extra height at all.
Alright.
But there are other advantages to the FDS version where you can death warp and pretty much travel all over the place without having to worry about a blob boost. So,
Alright, we're gonna venture further than the Lizardman on this screen, and we're gonna go head straight for Brahms. I'm gonna equip the ribs so that way I can deflect the projectiles of these mudmen. I'm just gonna jump to this. Because I have a dangerously low amount of health.
yeah, I was gonna say that's probably a good strategy.
The other strategy is to die, and I'd rather have more lives. Although I'll probably die in the mansion anyway.
Yep, and you get 3 lives for every continue, and there are no opportunities for extra lives. And when you lose all your lives, you lose all of your hearts and experience points. So he wants to try and keep as many lives on reserve as he can.
Oh, here's a
I
fun
know
little trick.
everybody in chat wants to see the deaths, so
Oh boy, I just screwed up.
more money for charity.
I thought I could get the jump off. So let's try this again. I should still have enough time. Oh, I probably should have picked up the red crystal instead. We're gonna be budgeting tight on time now because I screwed up the boat. I equipped the rib in the swamp screen. Let's go for a frame perfect long jump here. Nope. Now let's enter Brahms. With a dangerously low amount of health, let's hope that Spear Knight is nice. Or I could just take an intentional death on the spikes, which would be faster. Alright. Spear Knight's not behaved. Oh, it behaved.
Alright.
It behaved. We'll kill this guy.
This mansion, most enemies take 8 hit points, except blobs, which take 4 hit points. That's why a chain whip won't take them down in one hit. It'll take 2 hits for each enemy.
Enemies in this mansion have been surprisingly nice.
I don't get that kind of luck when I play Brahms Mansion.
Yeah, seriously.
Especially if you play Rando.
Rando,
Oh,
vanilla,
Rando.
it's all the same to me. I didn't get bad
Then you're
luck
getting
with
spiders everywhere.
that. Right.
There's only one thing worse than spiders on stairs. Bats on stairs.
Yeah.
Yeah, the bats.
And we're not talking like the
Thankfully,
bats that sit
nobody
around. We're talking about the
spiders.
bats that fly.
Yeah, exactly. Those
Those
are a pain.
got nefarious
Yeah.
tensions. We're gonna try and get out of its way. Alright, I kept my subpixel intact there. That gargoyle had evil intentions.
Nice. Yeah.
We'll drop here. I'm actually gonna... Let's see. It would help if I equipped the holy water. We're gonna buy our third oak stake, and then we're gonna set up a floor drop down to death. That involves a 3-frame window to hit the jump. So we're gonna manipulate the 16 subpixel with 4 bonks, off resetting our subpixel on the stairs. And by floor dropping from the right hand side, I get a 3-frame window instead of 1. And there we go. And now
Perfect.
into death. We're gonna remember how death was easily susceptible to holy water in the first game? He's even more susceptible in game number 2. So we got our first death.
It's $2.
There's $2
Yep.
right there.
And just like in Castlevania 1, Death likes to do his best to try and troll the runner here, but yep.
Oh
When
no,
Freeland
I think
gets
I had this
crit.
wrong. Okay, there we go.
Now Freeland, now when Freeland gets the crit, a crit does 185 HP of damage, and Death only has 128 HP. So if you can land one holy water, you get that insta kill like that.
Yep, and he death drops the golden knife, which we're gonna be using throughout the run. Yeah, okay, we're good. If I don't game over, we got enough. Ooh, Death's trying this time. You see how far?
Wow!
Yeah, he is.
He zoomed down in quickly. I don't think I've seen that before.
I've seen that before.
Yeah, he does it. It's not fun.
We'll try and build up probably another 20 or so hearts. That's all I need to complete this run. So we're gonna try and get past the blob boost in our first continue. If not, we'll need to show off some other fun strats.
Okay, so coming up, Freeland is going to demonstrate what I was talking about earlier about screening the camera to skip a big part of this mansion.
I'm hoping I hit a level up before I get to the blob boost, though. I'm at 120 experience, so I need 30 more.
Yeah. Yep, and the heart drops in this area. He'll get 1 heart per every, or 1 experience points per small heart, 3 for every medium heart, and 5 per large heart.
All right, got the clip
Beautiful.
and the large heart.
Nice.
Perfect. That's 5 experience points right there.
Assuming I don't do anything stupid, I should be able to get the level up on this life. But we all know I just cursed myself. And this game's all about
Watch what you
curses.
say.
That's right. I'll knock on wood for you. There we go. So hopefully.
Fortunately, I can throw daggers at enemies, so they don't only impact my experience by throwing them, even though they cost 2 hearts apiece. Floor drop. I'm gonna take out these last 2 Spear Knights, and hopefully they drop. More the merrier. We're gonna jump through a fake floor. See if hopefully I have enough time to get to the red crystal guy, otherwise I'm sitting 3 minutes. I'll be farming to level 3.
Now, Freeland didn't do that fake jump. He would have landed to the spikes, and no matter what level you're on, it does 4 bars of damage. So that would have been a death right there if he'd have missed that.
Probably would have forced me to take a game over before the blob. On top of it. Got a motor. If I get the... Nope. Go for 6. Chris Davis in an extra... And that's basically Chris Davis' stat line in a extra inning game. I'm not going for the one Laruba. Alright, so we got the red crystal.
Alright.
So that means we're no longer beholden to the day-night system. Although it's gonna be night pretty soon.
Now, normally you need the red crystal at Deborah Cliff to perform a warp to get to Berkeley Mansion, but you actually don't need the red crystal to do that. However, you do need the red crystal in order to beat the game. Freeland will talk about when we get to that juncture.
It's a required item to beat the game. And that's literally the only reason to pick it up. Alright, we're gonna try and floor drop down. Unfortunately, I didn't get it, so we'll take the stairs. I could have tried to set up another floor drop, but I didn't want to play with that. And we spawn 2 extra blocks.
Nice.
Good old glitch blocks.
Alright, I gotta take a level up. Which is fine, I actually like it here.
7 points.
It's 4. I need to kill this blob. There we go. Now I got 2 full life bars to try and blob boost, although really I only have 1.5.
Now that's clutch.
Alright, nighttime.
Yeah, it is. That's very clutch.
So,
That
I have,
blob
each life I have 7 chances to get over the wall. On the blob boost, since the blobs do 8 damage at level 2, and Simon has 64 health.
Fingers crossed, everybody. Let's see if you can get it.
Which is a lot worse. Level 1's a lot worse, because you only get 3 chances, because it does 12 damage, and you have 48. Oh, that was close. There we go. Third try.
Nice.
Wow, that's amazing.
Nice.
That's really good.
Alright, so blob luck was not the thing in this run, thank God. Alright, so we get to do the fun strats in Laruba. The actual fun strats.
Yeah, not farming for heart strats.
Yeah, that's the best part, because these guys here in Rover Mansion, they have a whopping 30 HP. That means he needs 8 strikes with the chain whip to kill an enemy. Yeah, not fun at all.
Also, Spear Knights are jerks.
When aren't they?
Ooh, we crit one of the skeletons with the golden knife.
Beautiful.
Good to see that run. That strat again. Gonna reset on the stairs to set up a floor drop. It's a very long setup. It's an old setup, but it's an effective setup. It gets me an 8 sub pixel, and I can just floor drop down to the Laurel guy, like that. And we'll get our free laurels.
Yep, no matter how few laurels you have, he'll top you up to 4 laurels. If he had the silk bag, he would have 8 laurels. But again, that's only something you'd see in the 100% category.
Oh hey, a bug came in
but
here.
it comes in handy in 100% a lot. You can use that, you know, in any place pretty much after you get them and not run out.
Alright, we're gonna grab Dracula's ring, and then we're gonna kill Carmilla. I have 116 hearts, so I have plenty of hearts to work with.
Which, other than beating the game, has absolutely positively no purpose.
The red crystal.
Yeah.
Yep, exactly.
Alright.
Just there for the name.
We're gonna whip Carmilla, and then on the way down, fire an oak stake, golden knife, which does 3 hits of the whip damage. We're gonna do this 15 times to kill her.
Carmilla has 240 hit points, so you would need 60 whip strikes or a combination of hitting with the gold knife.
Alright. Got the magic cross. One more item to
Great
get.
fight.
Alright.
Alright, we're just gonna kill these guys. Because I don't want anything going wrong between here and getting the last oak stake. Use the gold knife to stun these spiders. And we're gonna manipulate the camera again so we don't get hit by enemies.
Yep, last thing Freeland needs to buy is this oak stake right here. Once he has the 50 arts, he doesn't need to buy anything for the rest of the game.
Yeah.
Alright, we'll take a hit there. That's to make sure I don't get screwed by the camera on the way up. Because the game will scroll slower than you can actually move. Just going the camera vertically. So now we got the last oak stake, hearts are no longer a thing. Although we do use the gold knife in a couple places. I'm gonna set up another floor drop here. It's important not to get hit.
Yeah. Definitely is.
Alright, got past that
If
skeleton.
Freeland gets hit, that ends up messing his sub-pixel, so that's why it's important that he doesn't get hit.
Alright, we're gonna take a death here, on purpose. Why? Because it's easier than trying to hurdle that Spear Knight when you got 1 visible bar of HP and that guy can tank 2. So now we're gonna head for Berkeley Mansion. We're basically in go mode. Game. We're gonna use the laurels that we got from the guy who was so desperate to hoist them onto us.
I beg of you, take these laurels.
Alright, and we're gonna try and damage boost through the screen if possible. Yep. Mistakes were made.
He really wants you to put it in your soup, though. And you didn't do that.
Oh.
Switch to the holy water here.
Laurel soup.
Alright, that damage boost went well at least.
Very good.
Yeah.
Started my first jump too late, that's why I missed it. I'm gonna take another hit. Because I mistimed my jump. Alright, we're gonna take a damage boost here. This will allow me to do a whip jump to get across this gap. Past the skeleton. Jump too early.
Nice.
Better to just fall down when you do that. Don't compound a mistake with another one. Now, we're gonna do another whip jump to do a 3-block high jump here. It saves taking the stairs, and it's like 5 seconds, I think, versus glitchless.
Yep, and again, something you can't pull off in the FDS version.
Alright. We're in Berkeley Mansion. Here, and we're gonna go straight for Dracula's nail and out. Abe Simpson style.
Yep, see that wall over there? You can just go right through it.
This mansion is full of fake walls and floors.
Yes. This is always fun to watch someone play this mansion blind.
Alright, we're gonna set up a floor drop here.
Yeah, because the guy that sells the oak steak, the merchant, he is well out of the way. You have to go a long ways into this mansion to make that purchase.
Unfortunately, I mistimed my jump, and then we'll just set up the floor drop of shame.
That merchant really needs to talk to his landlord, though, because that is not a good location at all.
Yeah, in fact, the merchant's right above where Freeland is right now. You can't see him, but he's on the floor above.
We would have talked to him if I game over to the blob, and I would have shown off a really fun way to get there.
It is.
If we have extra time, we could show off that floor drop. Well, actually, no. It'll take me a minute to get up there. Maybe not. But I can show off some tricks if we have extra time. Except Glitch World. I don't know how to do Glitch. I'm gonna equip the nail. We'll see what it does soon enough. Oop! I thought I fell to the water. If I fall in the water, make sure that the Simon thumbs up emote is being spammed in chat.
All right.
All right, we're gonna intentionally game over here. So our running total is $16.
All right.
Do we have time for a short message?
Sure.
Yeah.
Wonderful. So people, don't forget, if you have Amazon Prime, you have access to Twitch Prime, giving you a free sub to any channel. Why not subscribe to ESA and have access to our amazing emotes and sub badges now? Also, since our sponsor, HyperX, matches the first 800 subs to ESA with a $2.50 donation, your support with a sub counts double for our efforts. So, Isn't that a great idea to support us with a sub?
I'll give you my Prime sub after this run.
I'm going to go do that right now with my own Twitch Prime sub that just opened up. So
same. I'll do the same.
By the way, we say hi to the town of Doina, and we say bye to the town of Doina.
Oh, I didn't get the crit this time. Yep. Unfortunately, I didn't get the crit on the skeleton, so we get to do this screen the fun way by taking another damage boost and then proceeding as normal. See if I get another crit. Next screen, it's not required, but it's fun to do. Nope. Go for 2. We'll wait to use Laurel here. And the crit strat is basically just a lag reduction strat. No floor drop. This floor drop is usually free, but not this time. Now we're just coasting into Drac. Got 3 more screens to handle. And we got some birds. We're gonna whip birds because we don't like birds.
They will hit you if you don't.
Have to delay them some way, shape, or form. Or they will hit you, as Seth mentioned. And since I don't really have hearts... Well,
Well, it's daytime now, so never mind the birds. They're gone.
last one's gone. I would have had to do a. I would have had time to jump out to get rid of that. Oh, bad mummy luck. So bad luck for everything except Blob on this run. And I'm gonna have to take a death, most likely, because my health sucks.
Yeah, Dracula's body really packs a punch, even on level 2. Does a lot of damage.
Takes out Dracula does 40 damage at level 2, which is 2/3 your health bar, basically. That's fine. We'll do another whip jump because we can. But I'm equipping the Holy Water because that's the only way to get through Dracula's castle.
Yes.
Oh wait, no. It's not,
And of
but
course, we
the
were
only
talking
easy
about
way.
why you need the red crystal. We were talking about why you need the red crystal. There are 7 checks the gamer is looking for. The 5 Dracula parts, the cross that you picked up at the Rover Mansion, also the red crystal. You need those 7 things to break the barrier.
I've tried everything, and nothing else works. But I said you need Holy Water to get through Dracula's castle. That is a lie. You don't need Holy Water, but it makes it easier.
If you have, if you're
That's
playing the FDS version, you can just go to Glitch World and pop there.
Alright, we're gonna set up the quadruple floor drop here. And I was a little bit early on the 4th one. So I'll...
Ooh, triple!
Oh, so close.
I'm like the king of triple floor drops.
So the triple there actually loses time because you have to
Versus the
backtrack
double.
versus
Right.
the double. The best though is
On the
if you
Drac?
can get the quad.
We're gonna go for the double crit since we have a lot of time to work with.
Yep, Dracula has 240 HP. Each crit does 185 HP of damage, so he has to land 2 crits to take down Dracula.
And time will be when Dracula's flame is extinguished when I kill him. And the another visual indicator is the health bar disappears. Simon's health bar. Uh-oh. Oh well.
Alright.
Crap happens.
Marathon luck. What are you gonna do about it?
Alright, I think we're at $20. Let's see if Drax is feeling charitable.
Hey, look on the bright side, Freeland. You have another shot at the quad.
Yeah, exactly. That's all you wanted to do was just make sure everybody knows.
That's not a setup.
what the quad looks like.
Alright, so we'll go with the 2-frame Holy Water setup there. Because I have the nail and I should probably unequip it.
Ooh, broke a whole bunch of blocks, so that's gonna cause a lot of lag. Yeah, actually, that might help with the quad though.
If you play the game based off rhythm, lag actually doesn't help. There's no visual indicator how I do my quad. That's probably why I also missed the 4th one so many times. I could just Golden Knife Dracula, but that's not fun.
Yeah, there's another fun fact about taking a death at Dracula's castle. No matter how many hearts you have, if you take a death, you are set with 50 hearts.
Alright, we'll do the Scorch setup, actually. I'm gonna make it so I only need 1 crit. Went for the 2 crits.
Really wanted you to be able to have some sort of items to fight Dracula here.
14 times, and now you only need 1 crit.
Because if you try to do this with just Leather Whip only, it's a very hard fight.
Yeah, 240 leather whip strikes, pass.
Gotta be at least level 3, maybe even level 4.
You can do level 3. I've done level 3. Leather Whip.
Well, as you like to say, Freeland, Count Dracula's being Count Jerkula.
And we're at
Yes.
$32, by the way.
Yep, that's 2 game overs.
Next time I'm de-equipping the nails, so that way I'm not breaking blocks.
Maybe you should de-equip it now. What do you think?
It doesn't matter at this point.
Right.
3rd time's a charm, right?
Yep, 3rd time's the charm. That's what they say.
Each time I die to Dracula, I lose about a minute and change time. So I think we would have been on pace for like a 35 if I got him first try.
Just a quick heads up. I got the go-ahead from Tech. You said you wanted to show something after the run. Go ahead and do it. We are way ahead of schedule.
Assuming I can,
Alright!
assuming I can even crit Dracula, that's gonna... I was hammering him out in practice earlier today, but now it looks like I'm having trouble timing it when I don't have an HP indicator in front of me.
It's
Alright.
a lot easier to do when the lights are off.
Alright,
And
we'll cop out here and kill him with the golden knife. Alright, 6 bonks, 1 block, or 3 bonks from 2 blocks before jumping up. Set up the 4 drop. Oh, got it double this time. We've gotten every floor drop except quad.
If you get the quad, if Dracula takes you down again, if you get the quad, you'll have hit for the cycle.
Yeah, there we go.
Yeah, let's go for a holy water quick kill then one more time. But we'll do the 1 crit setup again. Whip him 14 times to get his health to 184 and then go for the crit.
Yeah, Burb's absolutely right. If you have garlic in this fight, you lose it all in this room because you could just cheese Dracula if you had the garlic. So the game figured, nope, we're going to take away your garlic. You can't get away that easy.
Yeah, they left it in the FTS version so you can do it. It just takes a really long time.
I don't think I've gotten a single critical hit on Drac last 5 minutes or so.
You're not going into the corner when you get hit.
Nope. There's a setup for that, too. We could go with Burb's old setup, which would knock me into the corner.
No, I'm just saying if you miss it and you get hit, that's the only safe spot from Dracula is that corner. And you have to be pixel perfect on there, otherwise you're going to get hit.
Yep. That's what the burb setup does. Of course, if you get the burb setup correct, the second holy water throws an automatic crit.
Yeah, that is a beautiful setup.
But then again, the second crit becomes a million times harder to get. This is the
very swaggy.
We'll go for that. Show off every setup with Drac. Well. Nope, I didn't even get that.
Freeland, you got this.
Well, Dracula's not going to kill me with a body shot, at least. Now I'm one-shottable at this point. Not even sure I have landed it. Okay. So 48. Yeah, let's just kill him with the dagger.
Alright,
that was Dracula's being very charitable with my money.
Yep, I think Dracula just realized your wallet got off too easy. He decided to lighten it a little bit.
Oh, I just noticed Comrade's comment putting Dracula back together just to kill him. Actually, in the story, Simon is tricked. He's just told that he needs these body parts in order to cure himself of the curse, and so he goes to put them all back, and the witch who he was taking the advice from tricks him into bringing Dracula back.
Alright, now we'll kill Drac the boring way. We'll show off the Drac kill with You know what? Let's let the music play. Same fight as Carmilla if you use the golden knife. Alright, we're done. And time.
Great job, Freeland.
Yeah, GG.
Dracula decided the troll at the end. It's pretty much the only thing that went wrong there. And that happens.
It was a really solid run.
Yeah. Just Dracula, pretty much. That was the pain. Like always.
That Dracula kill is very difficult to very difficult to get because it's a frame-perfect Holy Water throw. You have to hit Drac on the first possible frame, and he's vulnerable. Of course, the first Holy Water throw you have to hit on the edge of the hitbox, similar to death. And it can go as fast as 2, or it can go as long as 240. Holy Water deals 1 damage.
Yeah.
I can show you the Drac crit with the practice ROM. I'll show you how that works. I'm much better at the...
Don't forget to show the Bodley...
it's gonna take me a minute to set up the Bodley Fort.
You don't have a save state for that?
Well, the closest save state I have is the exiting a Bodley Mansion. So I might actually have the save state on my... Ever drive by. Alright, so... Once Dracula's hand comes out of the graveyard, we'll switch over to my EverDrive and we'll show off some of the strats and with the practice ROM, so you kind of get to see what's going on here.
And for anybody who wants to know as to why this translation was so bad, was when it was first made, it was actually in English. They translated it to Japanese, and then they retranslated it back to English from that Japanese. So that's why the translation was so bad.
All right, let's show up.
It was
show
very
the
confusing
mechanics here. Mechanics of this broken speedrun. Let's see what save state I have. Oh, this is Drac. I don't want this save state. I'll show you a save state that I already have. Show you a save state that I have already. So you see
this practice ROM, you can now see. Yep, go ahead.
So on the top left, you see Simon's health value, 64, which is full health at level 2. Top right number is my vertical subpixel value, which is 56, but that's irrelevant since we're fighting Drac. And then you see Dracula's health underneath it. So we'll show off the... Yeah, Dracula's not being nice, even in save states. So you saw his health go way down.
Yeah.
That's the Dracula quick kill. Saw his health went way down, and then the next critical hit killed him. That would have been ideal.
Yeah.
Alright, so I'll show you another trick. So I'm gonna menu the dagger into my inventory, and then we're gonna stand up here. Nope. So we'll try it again. Actually, let's go to the other Dracula quick kill save state. So I'll have more time to set up. Load that state. And this is a 100% only trick, by the way. 100% or rando, if you're lucky enough to stumble on the dagger in a rando. It's a 2-pixel window to get the throw, so if you pull up the save state you want the 29 or 30 pixel, I'll actually menu. So now we're on Simon's position. See that changing? So now I'm on 29. That's one of the 2 pixel I need to execute the dagger quick kill. And this is only 100%. So you gotta whip jump and then throw it as soon as possible. It's a I believe it's a frame perfect throw, but if you get it right, Dracula dagger in 2 quick crits, and that's faster than the Holy Water double crit strat, and that's why I go for it in rando. Death is also vulnerable to the same strat. Of course, we'll go to the next thing. We'll try to set up the double floor drop that we never saw because the blob decided to be nice today. Oops. I overwrote my save state.
Oh.
I'll just reload the initial save state and then... So you saw me do this earlier. This is the closest save state I have to that double floor drop. Spam that emote. I want to see SathDR swim
there we go.
in the chat.
The Doina judges give you a 8.5 on that dive.
Yeah, here.
Yeah.
We're gonna have to add those in there right now.
So how many channel points is it to unlock that emote if I were to just randomly unlock that emote channel set? Asking for a bunch of friends.
Whatever the default value is.
Alright, I'm gonna set the save state here. And now we get Castlevania DJ style. So you're seeing here, this is a very elaborate setup from the beginning of the stairs. Then we're gonna bonk in the skeleton. This gives me a 0 sub-pixel, and then we're gonna set up floor drop. 8. Floor drop down. Then I do 3 jumps. Then we'll save state. This is a camera induced floor drop. So there's your double floor drop, and then as soon as you land, you want to do a jump, spin around, and then that's how you get to the merchant. That would have been the backup strat if I gotten a game over to the blob.
That is so much fun to do.
It doesn't have much practicality in a PV attempt for CV2, but it's a endo strat. If you want to do Berkeley Mansion without Holy Water Nail, though I don't recommend. I've actually done this before to sequence break Bodley, not only in glitch logic, but also standard logic. I almost got away with it too. Seed. So moving back, we're gonna show off the wrong warp strat in Rover Mansion, and I'll showcase it with our X position value. So we're gonna jump up and make a save state. Sorry for the red flash. So what we want to do here is we want to jump off the platform with a number higher than 240. Unfortunately, I didn't do it first try. There's a 3 pixel window to set up the block. Here. We're trying to get past 240 when we jump off. So that was 239. And that's to force the transition to the next screen. Here we go. This is a good pixel. So there, I got 242. So what I do here is go to in the speedrun sense, would buy the oak stick, turn left, press left on the controller. That would take me to the 241 pixel and transition Simon to the right. But now I'll show you what happens if you screw up in a big way. So we're gonna try and get the wraparound pixel.
Oh, that should be fun.
Which I did by accident. Now let's see if we can do it on purpose. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna try and overflow Simon's X position value with the moving block. Nope. And it goes from 0. It can go as low as 0 and as high as 255, but the game will transition at 60 and 2. The screen will transition at those two numbers. I'm trying to. Okay, I think this might be it. You see that? It went all the way up to 255 and passed. And now it's 0, so that means Simon's actually on the very left extreme side of the screen. That's where his actual location is, and if you try to hold left, nothing happens. If you try to jump, nothing happens. Try to jump up, the game continues to move you. And if you hold right, you end up here. That's what happened in the run. Literally a pixel-perfect mistake on the backup setup. And I will show you how you can soft lock in this mansion.
Oh,
well,
yes, the famous
Freeland,
soft
I will have to stop here. We do have to continue on with the marathon, but thank you very much for those showcases. Really appreciate it, and thank you very much for the run. It was a really good showing. A bit of bad luck on the Dracula, but hey, you can't have everything, right?
All right. Now, and thank you, ESA, for hosting this and raising money to help people during this pretty crappy time. So
yeah, absolutely, for a tremendous cause.
Really appreciate it. Thank you.
And special shout out to Dracula for turning a $20 run into a $50 run.
So this will be the last run for my donation reading shift. So for the next few hours, you will have a Fruit McGuffin on donation reading. So enjoy him and the upcoming runs, especially the next run, Shantae Half Genie Hero, after a very short intermission.
Stay tuned for Shantae. It's a great game.
That should be a lot of fun.